want to command the attention of everyone in the room? When you speak or sing, do you want your voice to be the brightest, biggest, and clearest? Well, all of these things are better achieved through relaxation. Most yoga promotes relaxation, but in today's westernized classes, you often find they jump straight to the stretching, and there's not a lot of time for relaxing. They're more like a workout than a spiritual experience. Having a shavasana at the end of a 90-minute workout is probably the wrong time if you want to stay relaxed. What happens is you're often stretching tense muscle. Don't get me wrong, promoting length in the body is a really good thing, and yoga is great. But in order to do this in a way that's best for your body, you really need to be relaxed when you start, especially when it comes to the voice. Now, have you ever noticed how your voice goes lower after you sleep, or how you get such a dramatic change after you've had a massage? This is basically because the muscles in our body are relaxed, and so the sound can flow freely and unrestricted. Resonance hits. Resonance is heard. When people let go of tension, they can achieve greater things, function better, and their voice is more powerful because it's more resonant. Of course, we need some tension in our bodies, otherwise we're just blabbering lumps of jelly on the floor. But we can deal with the correct tensions another time. Today we'll focus on relaxation. You see, tension creates restrictions and relaxation promotes movement and flow, a certain freedom for the body to function at its optimum. Resonance is the ability for sound to travel or reverberate without restriction. If you tap on a block of wood, the vibration stops pretty quickly. But if you were to hit a jelly, you'll see it wobble until it gradually comes to a stop. That movement, that softness, is how we should really try to perceive our bodies. You see, our voice doesn't just leave our bodies through our mouth. It leaves us through our whole upper torso, our neck, chest, and head. These areas are generally known as resonators because vibrations are bounced around inside these chasms before they come out of our mouth. But even with our mouth closed, we can make sound, right? And how can opera singers have their back to an audience and still be able to fill a massive auditorium? It's because their bodies are relaxed and the vibrations that they're creating inside the body are able to leave. They're able to move. Everything's flowing. I know it sounds a little odd, but all you need to remember is that tension, bad. Relaxation, good. By all means stretch, go to the gym, run, take part in sports. But if you want your voice to have more authority and be more resonant, then you need to balance out some of those hobbies with daily rituals that promote relaxation. So, to get you started here today, I'm going to give you 3 things you can use to start relaxing straight away. The first one is so simple, and you've heard it 1,000 times. Everyone knows this. Breathe deeply. It's really that simple. If you breathe deeply, your body takes in all the nutrients it needs from the air and your body functions better. And there's other areas of the lungs, other than just what's up the top, that can take in that oxygen and feed your body what it needs. Same with drinking water, same with a good healthy diet. If you breathe properly, you're feeding your body what it needs, and therefore it functions as it should. So in this exercise, we're going to imagine that our whole upper torso is a giant ball. And every time you breathe in, the ball expands. Then, every time you breathe out, the ball further expands. Breathe in, it gets bigger. Breathe out, it gets bigger. Breathe in, bigger. Out, bigger, until you've filled the entire room, of course, in your imagination. Some may feel dizzy doing this, so I advise you don't do it while you're driving or operating heavy machinery. Take some time out. You can do it standing or sitting. But just imagine it gets bigger on the in-breath and bigger on the out-breath. If you can't imagine it going to the size of the room, just do it 20 times. And if you do this once or twice a day, you'll start noticing the benefits immediately. Even if you don't hear them straight away in your voice, you will feel the benefits, okay? Do it. It's very good. Second, we're going to add some length into our necks because we often create a lot of tension in our head, neck and shoulders. And this one is a nice exercise that I learned as an actor. So you can tilt our head just over to the left, bring your other hand to rest on your head, but don't pull it. We don't want any stretching. We're just creating length, just suggesting the idea of it there. And again, similar to when we breathe into our torso, when we breathe in, we're going to imagine the length where we feel that slight stretch getting longer. And when we breathe out, again, longer still. Breathe in, imagine it gets longer. Breathe out, longer still. We won't do this for 20 breaths, maybe about 5 to 10, however feels comfortable. And afterwards you'll feel that it's a bit one-sided, so we'll do the other side now. Again, breathe in, imagining that this area is lengthening. Breathe out, imagine again it gets longer. So every time you breathe in, it feels like it's getting longer, and every time you breathe out, it feels like it's getting longer. No pushing, no pulling, no straining, just nice and easy. Okay, third part of that, we're going to have our head forward. And just resting our hands on top, not pulling down, just enough the weight of the hands to suggest the lengthening. Breathe in. And imagine the back of the neck lengthening. Breathe out, imagine it lengthening. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, 5 to 10 times. And you might find there's a bit more movement now in your neck. Done daily, this is going to end up creating more relaxation in your body. Your body will start to remember these exercises, and your body and voice will become more resonant. Now, the last one today, we can mix our first breathing exercise, but stand with your feet hip-width apart, knees slightly bent. We're just going to put our hands on the hips and rotate, gyrate the hips all the way around in a circle, to the side, to the front, to the other side, and back, to the left. We can do this between 20 and 40 times, whatever's good for you, each way. Don't forget to go back the other way. And also keep that breathing up, which we did before. Okay, this is just going to open up some areas that may have been forgotten about, that we move our arms and legs and heads and feet a lot, but this kind of middle area can get a little bit sticky. So we're just going to suggest creating some space there where it wasn't or might not have been before. So this is a great one you could do in the morning or in the evening before bedtime. All of these exercises, if you've done them first thing in the morning and then again last thing before you go to bed, you'll definitely start noticing a difference, not only in the way you feel, but in your voice within the first couple of weeks. Okay, so I hope that helps. If you enjoy this, there's lots more on my YouTube channel. There's also more on my website at www.vocabilities.com, where also, if you wanted to take it further, you could check out my 8-week online course. If you've got any comments or suggestions or questions you'd like to ask, just leave a note in the comments and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.